Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is your girl Alora, aka Pilot underscore Foreign 191, or also known as Foreign Strength, which is the name of my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be making a video that's unrelated to fitness, unrelated to wrestling, and it's just more so about self help, self care, and just things to be really, really worried about when it comes to trying to relate to people. So, almost kind of like a little mini psychology lesson. So I wanted to talk about the subject matter of online dating, why I deleted online dating apps, why I think that they don't work from my perspective, and why it's not really successful in the long run. So just going ahead and keep in mind that the points that I'm about to bring up are kind of subjective based off of you guys' experiences with online dating, but it doesn't take away from any values of what feelings or what facts I have based on my experience. So I am using an article for reference, and I'm gonna come up with some starters. So the very first obvious point is that we only get partial impression. What I actually mean by that, or how I interpret that claim, is not everything is what it seems on social media. That's no different than going on Instagram and liking a Instagram model's, picture, and you may see a really, really hot girl, or, God forbid, you get a chance to finally slide in the DMs and you see that, her butt is not really as big as you anticipated it, or you're talking to a hot guy and he's just not, he's actually upholding the opposite of this like hot guy persona that he actually has, and he turns out being, excuse my French, a egotistical, narcissistic piece of shit towards you. And in essence, you are hiding behind a grain of whole entire pixels, dude. You're hiding behind a picture that just gives you a sense of like this. I won't really say false confidence per se, but just like an overwhelming sense of like reassurance that you want to just try to portray this persona that you know that you're not, or try to unrealistically exaggerate any type of features or demeanors that extend from your personality of your chances on trying to score with a guy or score with a girl that you're really, really attracted to. And a lot of people are not wrong when they say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So once the law of attraction is already established, you of course cannot help but to be obsessed with that person purely based on their looks. But then when you get to talking to somebody, roughly 7 times out of 10, it tends to be a different story. A conversation based off of my experiences. I've tried Tinder, I've tried Bumble, and I've tried one of the popular apps, BLK, from back in the day, just for the sole purpose of trying to make friends, talk to people, get out of my comfort zone. Definitely not hooking up at all, but just because I just so happen to go to school in a town that's like over 50 miles from where I initially live, I just want to stay in the loop. And of course, time and time as a woman, I got a whole bunch of guys just, sexing me up, trying to be really fixated over my physical attributes, which can sometimes be a red flag when you tend to like meet somebody. Now, I'm not in any way, shape, or form blaming somebody that happens to have, bigger breast, a bigger bottom, or just, these physical attributes that most men are really, really attracted to. I myself just so happen to have been blessed by it, but it turned out to be for the wrong reasons. Not that I hate myself, but I've just been sexually fetishized by men that wouldn't even get a thought about me, God forbid, if they try to hook up with me. And another thing that I wanted to go on ahead and bring up is that people are not always what they seem. Based off of my experiences when I talk to somebody online or through a dating app, they've always never been what they seem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna front. I've actually had a lot of dudes that happen to be from the opposite race that were not black. I identify as African American that would just come in with these sexually explicit photos, trying to send me pictures of their genitals, complimenting me that I would be their chocolate ebony goddess. If you happen to be a black woman, then I'm pretty sure you've heard it all before. If you've ever been fetishized or hit on or catcalled by a guy that happens to be of a opposite race. And in the event that you happen to deny somebody for sex or you don't meet their expectations, because these guys are already seeking to get exactly what they want from you, and most of them are not going to be transparent and upfront and honest on what they would really want for you, other than to just try to smash and fornicate, because hookup culture is alive and well, unfortunately, which leads to a depression that's amongst women and just men and people in general. Because think about this. Your chances of trying to meet a legitimate man that's only gonna last for like a short period of time until they switch out on you is literally the same exact probability of trying to find a needle in the haystack. Where are your chance of actually being able to score with a successful man that actually has his stuff together? He's financially stable, which makes a lot of sense as to why a fair amount of women want to marry or engage into hypergamy. Like, it's just a losing battle at the end of the day, and these guys already want nothing better or more from you, and they're gonna succeed by getting exactly what they want because they use women as sexual objects. And that's basically my 2 cents on it. It tarnishes self-esteem. It makes you a sideline watcher if you happen to be single and you're on the sidelines watching all of your friends like participating in hookup culture or being a part of a relationship. But yeah, and still here you're on the sidelines being single and comparing yourself to people that are just with a mate. You don't know why they were able to get that significant other at the end of the day. They could have met them on a dating app, and for some reason they just made that relationship work. And, that's on them. But the moral of the story is this. Just go out there and meet people organically. Even if you are an introvert, it's going to take some time to step out of your comfort zone. A lot of character development and discipline and confidence actually lies in you on whether your main focus is to go out and meet new people instead of being focused in a relationship. Other than that, if you happen to be a young lady that's in your late teens, your 20s, or hell, even your 30s and you're still single, I tip off my hat to you indefinitely, because you would be really, really, really surprised as to what happens behind the scenes of what happens in your homeboys or your homegirls relationships. Because I guarantee you it's not always going to be positive. You're bound to reap the good, the bad, and the ugly in order for two people to be able to communicate and see their relationship as a matter of cooperation. They want both sides to win. If it's a matter of competition with one person putting in the work more than the other, or energy is not fairly reciprocated, it is bound to fail, because a fair majority of relationships consisting of young teens and people in their 20s consist of two people with extremely low self-esteem that feel the need to seek external validation because they're afraid of being alone. But I just wanted to wrap that up. I know that I rambled on and on tangents in this video probably. Only if you want to, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and just let me know in the comment sections on what type of videos you guys would like for me to do, whether it's related to health, fitness, wrestling, or just about anything, especially if it's about self-help. With that being said, I'll see you guys at the top. Bye.